Welcome back to the channel, everybody, where we are quickly approaching quarantine hair territory here. And it's going to be quarantine beard too soon if I have to keep trimming this thing myself, you know what I'm saying? Let's take a minute and talk about the economy because not sure if you noticed, but it's not great right now. Right now being the key words though, because it's going to get better. We're going to recover. It's going to improve. It is just going to take some time. So a lot of people's incomes have been greatly affected by this current situation. And while you could have immediately fixed that the other day by betting on Tesla, which popped 18%, two things you can do right now to improve your situation are to take on a side job and cut your expenses. So in my last video, we talked about 11 at-home side jobs you could start doing right now. So in this video, let's talk about how to trim the fat from those expenses so you can save some money, and then what to do with that money after you've saved it. Yeah, so welcome back to the Money Beard channel, where normally we talk about how to make you a lot of money being self-employed. But recently we've just changed gears to teaching you the financial education you'll need to survive the current economy. When people run into financial difficulty or the economy reduces their income, usually the first thought that crosses their mind due to the fear of that loss of income is how to get extra income, make more money. It's usually a secondary thought to reduce those expenses, but tackling that first reduces the need for more income, thereby alleviating some of that financial stress. I'm going to assume, always a great idea, that you have taken the necessary steps to cut your spending already. You know, you haven't bought that new fancy pair of shoes or that Gucci belt, even though you really, really want it. You stopped buying $6 coffee every day because you realize you can actually survive on that coffee maker you bought from Target. You know to do these things, and you've done them already, but what else can you do? Well, there's actually a bunch of things you could be doing. Some of them may be in your daily life right in front of you, you just haven't noticed yet. We're going to go through them, and by the way, you will not believe the number we're going to come up with at the end of this video when I tell you just how much you could be saving. Knowing me, I'm going to put it in the video thumbnail anyway, but watch the video, you're going to learn something here. First of all, if you haven't done this already, cancel your cable bill. What is even on cable TV anymore? I feel like every single channel has just turned into some unholy spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off, and now we're just watching the Real House Flippers of Love Island. You don't need that. You're paying the cable company $100 a month to dump garbage into your living room. These days, YouTube has better quality content than a lot of TV stations, to be honest with you, and it's all free. It's totally free. I cut the cable years ago and I subscribed to a relatively basic internet package, which still somehow costs almost 90 bucks a month. But that's so much better than paying $200 a month to the cable company so I can find out which housewife of New York got an STD this week. My advice, cancel cable TV and subscribe to the cheapest internet service that works for you, and you're gonna save about $100 a month. By the way, this channel's free and it helps you make more money, so if you could, go ahead and drop a Hulk Hogan leg drop on that like button for me. Subscribing helps me out, it helps you out, you might as well do it. Please and thank you. Next, it's time to pick and choose and cancel those monthly subscriptions you're on, and you know which ones I'm talking about. You gotta cancel Dollar Shave Club, that monthly hipster underwear subscription box. Cancel that OnlyFans subscription for that girl you like, because, come on, man. But this study I looked up found that the average American is paying $237 a month in monthly subscriptions. That's a crazy amount of money to me. And if that's you, and you found a way that you could at least have that, and I'm sure you could, that's $118 you could be saving if you're your average American. Next, stop upgrading your cell phone, because I promise you don't need an iPhone 11 Max to put a picture of your $6 coffee on your Instagram story. I've been using the iPhone 7 for over 3 years, and I've actually survived. I've made it. Like, remember when this was an unthinkable level of technology? It still is. It's great, I use it, and by not trading this in on the newest iPhone, I'm actually saving around $45 a month. If you have to, even consider downgrading your iPhone. You could still get some savings out of it that way. Here's a big one with the potential to save you a ton of money. Meal prep instead of ordering out. It's so easy to hop on Grubhub and just place an order for like a 6-piece bluefin tuna sushi with, get a sunset roll. I'm about to do it right now. It's that easy. You tap the screen and food shows up. It's super easy, but it's expensive. This is one of the biggest expenses for me and a lot of people I know. We don't like to cook at home. At least I don't like to cook at home. I know a lot of people who don't really like to cook at home, And again, it is so easy just to order food or we'll just go out and grab a bite, but it adds up. I don't necessarily enjoy cooking, but it's really not that difficult to do if you find a few easy recipes which are readily available online. And when you meal prep, you buy enough food to make several servings of the same meal, which you can freeze or refrigerate, which is extremely cost effective. You could save a ton of money depending on how often you usually go out, but I'm going to say the average person that replaces a handful of restaurant meals with meal preps they make at home could save at least $200 a month. Here's a quick and easy one. If you're used to drinking bottled water, get yourself a Brita filter and put it in your fridge. It'll pay for itself in a month, and then it'll save you about $20 a month after that. Here's one you might not have thought of. Use cash or debit when possible instead of a high-interest credit card. Way too many people are putting everyday items on high-interest credit cards with high APRs that really don't even give you any rewards for using the card. Worse yet, many people don't pay their credit cards off every month, which means they're paying interest on all of those purchases that they carry over into the next month. Let's say you have a credit card with an average APR of around 22%, and you charge $400 in gasoline, groceries, and other small expenses to that card each month. That 22% APR divided by 12 months equals 1.83% interest, which on $400 worth of groceries equals about $7 a month in interest that you paid when you could have saved that money by paying cash or debit. Here's a surprisingly big one. Start using generic or store brand options of name brand products when available. Whether it's food choices, soap, shampoo, razors, whatever, there is oftentimes a store brand version of these products that's anywhere between 20 to 50% less expensive than the name brand version, and yet is very similar quality. Between food and other necessities, if you spend even $150 a month on name brand versions of these items, when a store brand is available for 25% cheaper, that's a $38 savings each month. Gas is like $3 a gallon. On most cars, you're lucky if you average over 20 miles per gallon, unless they have a Tesla, which in that case, just double tap forward 30 seconds this video, am I right? If you can figure out ways to drive less by planning your trips when you're running errands or just making fewer trips to the store, you could save a few gallons of gas each month, and those few gallons you've saved through discretionary travel could equal about $10 a month. To save even more money, there are things you could be doing around the house that by themselves aren't going to seem like a lot, but they're little changes that you can make that if you add them up will save you money month by month. Some of these things you might not have even considered because they sound insignificant, but if you can add them up to almost $20 at the end of each month, can you really tell me that's not worth it for you? So here's some quick things you could be doing around the house in your daily life to keep some more money in your pocket. Turn off the lights when you leave the room for $3 a month. Only use hot water when you need it for showering or washing your hands. By the way, wash your hands. $2 a month. Take 20% shorter showers than you currently do. $2 a month. Adjust your thermostat by 1 degree for $3 a month. Only wash a full load of laundry, and when possible, hang dry your laundry for $3 a month. Conserve the things you have around the house which you'd normally have to go out and buy more of, such as soap, shampoo, toilet paper, paper towels, toothpaste. Use what you need and conserve what you can to save $5 a month. All these little things done over time will add up to more money, $18 actually, in your pocket at the end of the month. Finally, and some of you are going to hate this, wait 1 additional week between getting haircuts. Or cut it yourself. Don't do that. Wait 1 additional week though. Let's just say you're a guy who gets his hair cut every 2 weeks at a total cost of $30 after tip. Waiting and getting a cut every 3 weeks will yield 9 fewer haircuts per year. That will equal a total savings of $270 per year, or about $23 per month. Ladies, if you wait a little bit longer between your cut, color, extensions, all that good stuff, you're gonna save even more. If you add up everything we've talked about in this video, from canceling your cable, your other subscriptions, meal prepping, getting fewer haircuts, we come to a total savings of $579 per month. That's a car payment. Do not buy a car with this money. Anything you save by doing the things we talked about in this video, I recommend you put directly towards paying outstanding bills and paying down high-interest credit card debt. Once you're debt-free, start saving an emergency fund of at least $1,000, and after that, put away enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of your bills in case you lose your job. This is the widely accepted financial plan, greatly simplified for those who are getting out of debt and trying to save money for the future. Once you're ready to start investing, I talked about some of my thoughts on the current market situation in one of my videos from last week, and we will discuss that in depth further in the future as well. Again, the goal of this channel is to help you make more money and grow your money. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, click subscribe, and ring that notification bell so I can keep providing free content like this. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.